Hello guys, back with a video today. And today we're going through an ancient gear, well, ancient gear deck profile that I've built, as of late. Because I've been working on, different type of builds and stuff like that to see where I can push this deck. And I feel like this deck's got very big issues, to use, as in like, the whole deck's, it's got this whole, OTK. It's kind of an OTK deck, but you can't really get OTKs in a modern game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Unless you're versus people with bad decks, to be honest. Like, negates and that stuff are so common. You have to kind of work around it. Now, I was running a deck, that had, I was going for the, Chaos Power Bond, and in hindsight, it was efficient, but, you get you Blossom, you get your Dragoons, and, like, it's, like, half your combos are shut down, so, I'm kind of trying to push the deck somewhere else, so I'm kind of using trains right about now to see if I can push the deck, but, yeah. Well, my current build is 45 cards as of now, and it's like, I just do a quick, I'm more or less a quick combo now, like, full very good card. You discard your catapult, your activates effect, you pop it, pop the gear town, get your token out, you can go into your Wyvern, Hunting Hound, Golem if you want to, you can go into Golem. Wouldn't really recommend, but yeah. Because in hindsight, I've got 6 cards, but I would normally go on second. So technically speaking, I would be like, I technically would be, or be able to use urgent schedule. Well, I can't now. So yeah, because I'm currently going through this because this replay system doesn't have an opponent, but it does. But it'd be your cards flipped. I don't really like that. So yeah, and you go first automatically, which I don't like that either. But yeah. So I would probably pop urgent schedule now. Bring up the 2 trains, sorry, the 2 drills, going to ballista, pop combos. So yeah, I'll show you the profile as of now. Here we have it as of now. We've got 2 bullet trains, 2 dairy cranes, 2 raptor dragons, Asian golem. I'm not a fan of this card. I think this card's really bad. I think it just brings the deck down, and I feel like Konami, they've built this deck around this card, and it doesn't help the deck because you can't be special summon, which is a massive issue for this deck. Because the card is built around kind of special summon. Like Blue Eyes works so good because Blue Eyes can be searched. Golem can be searched, but Blue Eyes can be searched because it's a normal monster and it has more support as well. And the fact that it doesn't have no summoning requirements, you can special summon it straight away. This card can't be special summon. You have 2 diffusion cards. Get it up quickly. You have 2 diffusion cards. You have Megaton Golem, which you really want to be using HG Golem to get its full effect. You have the Ultimate HG Golem, because the Megaton Golem floats into the Ultimate HG Golem, and you kind of want Golems to work around with these 2, for the fusion monsters. So yeah, some of the spell cards are built towards Golem as well, and even some of the cards, like the frame is it's a frame of HG Golem, but this card's kind of built towards Golem. So like it has that issue where the deck kind of wants to work around Golem, but Golem doesn't want to work with the deck because it can't be special summon, so it's a bit tricky to even, play Golem in this deck at 3, so I'll play him at 1. I feel like, we should, I would have preferred if he was just a normal monster, that's it, because he's a 3,000 attack points, boss monster. He doesn't negate, he doesn't protect himself, he only does what other Asian Gear Golems do, what other Asian Gear monsters do, which are negate spell and trap cards during an attacking phase. But he doesn't really offer anything. Like Raptor Dragon is 10 times better. He can special summon. He can pop cards. Like you can use it to pop your gear talent and bring out another one and go into level 9 plays. Like I've used Raptor Dragon to win my games because I've got out a gear talent, popped it with the catapult. No, popped it with the Raptor Dragon, and I've gone into like the card. I think it's here somewhere. Earth Slicer, banish cards. I used to run Phantom Fortress, just banish cards as well. I use this as well to shut down the opponent's deck. So yeah, it's very interesting this deck is. But yeah, I run 1 Golem, run 1 Kaiju because this deck's like you got happy negates ready to go. You need to like have your shutdowns like kicking start Kaiju monsters. I run 1 Trencher. Trencher's a good card, very good card. This card and well, again, I get into the drill in a minute, the anchor drill in a second, but yeah, I run 1 Trencher. I run 1 Pegasus Stampede just because its effects are really good. special monsters from the graveyard, negates effects. You can special summon any HK. Basically, you can special summon HK monsters from your graveyard with this card, apart from Golem can't special summon. But yeah, amazing. And you can also use it to XYZ plays as well. So you get like a Stampede out with your level 10 train. You go to level 10 XYZs, etc., etc. Like I have some down here. I think I'm not sure. I need to add them back. But yeah, I had it on my side deck. I need to. I don't know why this is there, but I need to add them back. But yeah, you have this. This is probably the best card in the deck. This alongside Wyvern. So when this card special summon or normal summon, you can special summon another machine monster from your hand in defense position. So normally the plays that is that you special summon out. You normal summon out him. You special summon out him, Trencher. Or what you want to do is you want to use your urgent schedule to summon out both. So you summon out your Anchor Jaw, your Trencher. You go into your Ballista, and from your graveyard, Trencher's effect will activate because Trencher can banish itself to special summon an Infiltrate monster from your graveyard. So you'll banish the Trencher, you summon out the Anchor Drill, then you get a +1 in card match. You get to summon out another card. So you know you wanna be running this guy at 3 because his effect is really good, and he also can combine stars. So you know for XYZ plays, simple as that. Like you wanna have him, you know. So yeah, I run 3 of those, 3 Wyverns, amazing. If you pop in a Gear Town, you pop in any card, you special summon a monster, make sure it's Wyvern. If you're special summon a card off Gear Town, make sure it's Wyvern. Because he searches, he brings your box can get you more resources. Wyvern's just amazing, amazing. Frame is good, you know, you want your fusion with your Golem, you know, you want to run him at 2 at least, you know. 2 boxes, they basically search, they could search for how much cards in this deck. They could search for the trains, or they could search for Anchor Drill. I think they could, and these 2, and is that it? Then oh yeah, the 2 frames. Is it French Tackle or less? Okay, no, I think it's just yeah. So you want to run these 2 because they can get you resources, and they're really good to be getting your drills out. You know, getting him. These 2 work in fruition well. One Hunting Hand, if you know you popped your Gear Town, you got Catapult's effect active, and you want to go into your Hunting House. You would wanna have him in the field. So you just go 3 poly. You don't need to get that additional card. It's easier. 2 Blossoms for negates and 2 of these because this is a card that kind of, you know, it's in the deck. But you know, I don't know if I can take it out, but it's free special summon, to be honest. Like, yeah. So if you know summon the monster this turn, you can special summon this card from your hand. So yeah, you can destroy a card as well. Battle, but you know, yeah, you're getting free. And I don't think this once per turn. Yes, yeah, it's not even once per turn with your summons. So you can just like special summon about both of them, I think. Yeah. So yeah, really want Overlord Fusion because you're not gonna use it. You don't use it in Anaconda because you want to kind of want to get 2 Chaoses out if you can. You know, you want to go into Chaos either one another. I want in 2 Furious Berry Goods. This is for getting your catapults in the graveyard to pop their effects in case you know you have a turn where you go in first or whatever, or you go second. Your opponent hasn't summoned a monster. You can't activate catapult's effect because you know your opponent hasn't got a face-up card. Also, let's just say your opponent hasn't got a face-up monster or face-up card. You know they control. You know, or card you don't control. Like you know, yeah. So yeah. So it's a bit tricky, but you can also use it because you gotta be careful because I feel like you want to use urgent schedule before, because there's times where I've pulled urgent schedule and I've pulled out, you know, catapult. I only have to use I have to use both of them, but you know, urgent schedule gets like you 2 trains, which is kind of more, you know, better than just popping the Gear Town and the catapult. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you kind of want to use Full Very Good to get this in the graveyard. You can get this in the graveyard to pop cards. In case this is like, you know, it sends the graveyard negate or whatever, blah, blah, like, or whatever's happened, you know, you want this in your graveyard, you just pop and activate effects. 2 fusions, the polymerization of the deck, you know, the good for fusion cards basically, yeah. And you can do Anaconda as well. Terraforming, get your Gear Towns, free agent schedules. This is a very important card. Urgent schedule this because you kind of wanna. You need these 3, you know, just to make this deck run, you know, at times. you get 2 free monsters. You go into link plays and bring out link monsters. Like it's quite a few in this deck, but the best thing to do with this deck is to use these to bring out the 2 trains, the Trencher and the Anchor Drill. You link plays into. You can go into Gadget if you want to. You go into Ballista. You can go into Quill Genius. Well, I don't know if it's even called. You can even go into that. Yeah. So, or you can even like go into XYZs. Like you want Twin Twisters, clear Black Roll, destroy cards as this job. Heavy Forward. It's a free card. You're getting a free card. You can't really play. You're getting a free one of the drills. Well, we'll get one free on an Infratracks, whatever. Yeah, 2 Fortresses? I thought I had this at 3. I'm not going to 3. This card's got protection, very good. Gear Town's popping cards, and just a paper card to get cards out. Like, it's not once per turn. You could. I've had times where I've used this 3 times per turn. I've just literally destroyed their opponent, and you can do it. Yeah. So extra deck. 2 Chaoses. I don't feel like you need 3. Get him out, win the game, simple as that. You kind of want to get in with this. So like once you have these 2 out, you won't lose because Goddess is just negating everything. And Chaos is 45,500. You're not going to take him down. Like Howitzer, very tactical card. You can actually use his effect where he floats off as a good thing because there's times where I've just summoned him just to get out a Reactor Dragon or something because I need attack points. So there's times I've attacked him with his low attack points, he's been killed, since the graveyard. Then I bring out a stronger monster from the deck, So yeah, it's good. And it's just 2 cards unaffected, Backburn as well, it's free. Infotruck Air Slicer. This is really good because it kind of has that effect where if it's in your graveyard you can special summon it out as well by using a link monster. You can kind of use one of these like to go into him, and he also has a good effect as well. Oh, it's got rid of him. Why what happened there? I think I misclicked, but yeah. He has a good effect though, where you can destroy monsters or destroy cards in the field, and you can use him, to pop your own gear towns, to pop your own cards, because technically speaking, you can kind of exploit, you can kind of abuse these 2 in battle phase to get extra monsters out. You have both of these out, you get 2 cards, you know what I mean? One Raptor Dragon and one whatever. So yeah, this is for if you gotta pop that, if you've got to pop the gear town, you ain't got catapult or anything, or you ain't got Twin Twisters or the Renegade or something, you know what I mean? Like this is your backup card to pop that gear town. This is kind of for like negating cards, like negate Bruno Infinity. This is the card to go to, easy to get out. Kind of shuts the whole board down basically. Yeah. So yeah, there you go. This is for getting this guy to 9,000 attack points basically. So yeah, this is for negates, locking the game down. I also said, this card's good, banishing, you know what I mean, can make second attacks, gaze attack as well. Like, it's a good beat stick, yeah. This is for getting out tokens and destroying cards, more or less. Like, you can just go into XYZ play with the tokens if you want it, like, it's up to you, like, yeah. I probably change this card for something else, but yeah. This card's really good though, yeah. Because it has the 2 effects though. Because the way this deck's built is that you can special summon cards easily. So when you have this card out in the field, and you special summon all these cards, like you special summoning this, you special summoning a card of this effect, it's pointed to that zone, you get a free card. You get in the free card, you get 1 level 5 or higher machine monster to your hand, deck to hand. So you can like have him out, you special summon one evil card, you bring one of these out. And these will get special summoned automatically because you already have air monsters on the field, because this is an F as well, so yeah, machine, yeah. This is good for getting cards out, getting special summons out basically. This is kind of your go-to card in case, like you can't really go into Gear Town or something like that, you can just always go into him. Ballista kind of like makes it gel together, like get a free Gear Town Surge, pop Gear Town. Yeah, it's really good. Anaconda is really good for going into your Overlord Fusion. If you can really get that, because technically speaking, like if you can fusion someone out 1 chaos, right, in this deck, you will have 4 Asian game monsters in the graveyard. So you go into Anaconda, you banish the materials, you know, you get Overlord Fusion, bang, you got 2 chaoses, you win. So yeah, but I've got quite a few. I've got some replays, you know, that kind of show deck like when it's good, you know, like here. This is against I think it was a Neos deck. Yeah, and hand here. This is a really good hand though, you know, because Edge of Gedge, you get 2 free trains out. DC with special summon as well. You have this as well, you know. When you go into your Asian Gig Chaos and that, you've got protection. So yeah, I'll show you how this goes out, how this plays out. So I think I went first. I think I went first. I ain't something card. Yeah, I went first. Yeah. So yeah, I went into the Fortress and I went into Merchant Schedule. I brought the 2 trains out because it's free technically. Now you can go into you know, your Ballista. Yeah, I think I went into Ballista. Yeah, I brought out one of the trains. Yeah, into Ballista. Yeah, I use it on the Gear Town up. Pop the brought out Wyvern. Wyvern brought out the added box added another train, I think. Was it another Asian game monster? Yeah, Fusion, yeah. See, I talked about, you know, why the schedule's so good. Here, you know, you can bring out your 2 trains, you can banish your you can get them in the graveyard for your link monsters. You can banish your train shot to get your Angel out. Now I've got a free summon. But I think the negates are off. It affects the gate, or is it off the card? I think the card negated the effect, I think. Sure. Oh no, because I was going to get it's fine. You know, yeah, and I went into Chaos. I made a mistake because I should type the Chaos first, but I would technically I don't know if I would have won, but oh well. What it is. Well, yeah, the person kind of forfeited next turn because yeah. So that's what you can do with this deck, you know, like it does, you know, it is a weird deck to use because the way it's built, the way it's been, you know, Konami's handling it is a bit weird because it's got different builds, you know, they've gone different routes, they've gone down the tribute route, they've gone down the fusion route is where the deck's at, kinda now where its best is. That's where I feel the deck is at its best, down the fusion route, you know, I feel like it's best there. We've gone down different routes with this deck and, you know, I feel like this deck's probably missing quite a few. I think it's missing something like this. It's missing a negator, something that could like lock the game down, you know, like an Infinity. It's missing someone like this, like Dragoon. Like it's missing a card that kind of like, you know, just lock the game down. Like even the spell like Cyber Dragons has good spell cards, you know. Cyber Repair Plan, I love this one here. You even say with Rev System, that's a free summon, you know, like all these good cards, like HG is missing that. It's missing quite a lot. I feel like it's missing a good Link monster. It needs good XYZ monster as well. It needs a good XYZ monster. And even a Ritual, although with Fusion, the spell cards are fairly decent, but the monsters do need a bit of work as well. And then I need to probably do another Golem, because the Golem we got was really bad. Yeah, we got this guy, and it's just, he's kind of a retrain for this one, you know, new version, but yeah, it's really bad. Yeah. But that's all I've got to say, and let me know what you think about this current deck build. Tell me yours.